Hey, Dr. Reese, this is my gender minor assignment, so let's get right into it. So, in recent years, our country has grown more and more welcoming of, different gender roles. And these gender roles have been switched in many cases. An example of a gender role would be men holding the door for women because it's part of being a gentleman. Southern hospitality, all other parts of the world, men hold the door for women. And so it's just, the right thing to do for men. And to add on to that, if the gender role is switched though, the woman would be holding the door for male. So therefore, for this assignment, I had my mom and my sister hold the door for men, switching the gender role from male to female. I know that this is similar to an example that you described in the video that you showed to us, but this example is a little bit different because it's mainly about switching the gender role, while the example of your friend wearing a hijab kind of ties in religion. This is a little bit different. I want to do something a little bit different. This is kind of what I came up with a little bit. So, it's usually customary and professional for men to hold the door for women. But I decided to ask my family for help on switching things up for a change. So I expected the guys that they held the door for to be, surprised and even be thankful towards my mom and my sister for, holding the door for them. So the women, my mom or sister, they hold the door for them and they're like, whoa, thank you. And then, they just keep walking. And I expected them to, say thank you, even though it's what men are really supposed to do. But I also expected them to nicely tell my mother and my sister to move, thank you for doing that, but you don't have to do that. You can keep on walking, kind of like that. So because the guys that they're holding the door for didn't really want to, maybe be seen with a girl holding the door for them. But either way, however, some of the results didn't really match up with what I thought was really going to happen. So some of the results, some of the guys, they did exactly what I thought they would do. They would be kind of surprised and be like, thank you. Or they would just offer them nicely to move. You don't have to hold the door for me. But some of the results kind of surprised me. So described by my mom and my sister, some of the men they held the door for were kind of mad. And they told them to move from holding the door because it's what, they thought men are supposed to do and didn't think women should be trying to do, a men's job. Move, you don't have to do that, kind of like that. Granted, this is true, but I didn't really expect anger from the men. I didn't expect them to be angry toward my mom and my sister when they're just doing something nice. So I assumed that maybe some of the men exhibiting this anger were maybe taken literally by my mom and my sister. But I didn't, I didn't really think it would be, really anger. I thought it maybe be in a joking manner. Maybe it was in a joking manner. Maybe they were like, you don't have to hold the door for me, and just kind of laughed it off in a joking manner. You don't really have to hold the door for me, kind of like that. But maybe my mom and my sister took it literally. So for example, if a woman were to hold the door for me, I might nicely say to them move, you don't have to do that, and just kind of just tell them they can just keep on going, not really have to hold the door for them. But I guess other people had different ways of telling them they didn't really have to do it. So I know that this may anger some men, but Southern hospitality is real, especially when women want to do something to help men, even if the gender roles are reversed. So God bless. Thank you.